Okay, whatever. Hello. Welcome to another video. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Today we're doing something a little bit different, and we're going to be talking about my 5 favorite designers and why I like them a little bit. Could not tell by now, I quite like fashion, and I've been trying to learn more. So this video is almost as much for me as it is for you, with the purpose of entertaining. And I wanted to speak about different designers. Some already very famous, and others not as much. They're not the bigger names you hear. I thought we could get right into it, and I hope this inspires you to check out their content. One great thing, I really love this, the Vogue runway app. A dear friend of mine told me about this, and it's amazing. Anyway, so the Vogue runway app, it's great because you can see the different runways, the official Vogue photos of each runway, plus a description for a lot of different designers, and you can save them, and you can make categories, kind of like a little bit like the TikTok collections, when you're saved, you know what I mean? And also, this is a great way of learning more about your own personal style. You have the prêt-à-porter walks, you have the prêt-à-porter shows, which is clothes that the designers actually imagine people wearing on a day-to-day basis. And you have the haute couture catwalks, and both can help you find what you like. Obviously, the haute couture, you're not going to dress like a haute couture show. One, because you probably cannot afford it. Two, because it's haute couture, like it's meant to be extravagant and amazing and incredible. But it can help you find what you like. I saw, for instance, in a lot of the shows for last winter, a lot of big brands, Hermes did this a lot, Sandy Liang did this a lot. They had lots of tights and big socks, and it's sometimes a bit too much for an everyday look. But I was like, I love this, and I decided to incorporate socks and leg warmers and stuff in my outfits. So yeah, this is, I think, try to find your own stylist. Who do you like? What stylist? Try to find the own designers you like using the Vogue app, using other things. A lot of these I saw online also. I'm not trying to bash on TikTok and social media in general, but I'm just bashing on our the way trends cycle so fast in the fashion industry. And this is not something you see, or at least not as much, on runways in haute couture. And so they're a great way to see, one, longevity, two, absolutely beautiful creativity and artistry, and three, just what do you like? What are you drawn to? Whose pieces and what details exactly are you drawn to? Okay, let's get right into it. First things first, and this is a creator designer that inspired me to make this video, and that is Chan. I do not want to mispronounce that. I am very sorry if I have. I actually discovered the brand from a TikTok, again showing that TikTok can be very good, but like very positive. And it's a Chinese brand, and one of their main ideas is to bring architectural elements and structure into their pieces. As I mentioned in past videos, I believe fondly that structure makes or breaks an outfit. And this is one of the key points I have and why I'm so fond of this designer. The structure of the pieces are insane. They're absolutely genuinely incomprehensible. I saw particularly the fall and winter of 2025 collection, and it was beautiful, ethereal. Despite the structure, it seems all the pieces seem to have so much movement, and the models chosen for the walk helped so much with that too. Everything seemed so fluid and beautiful, but at the same time very structured, as I've said, and very alive. The whole show seemed so alive. Very honestly, so beautiful. Yeah, there's a lot of feathers. I don't know if they're real. I kind of hope they're not. But anyway, these are elements that added movement to pieces with so much structure, and there's so many layers in the structure, which also very much contributed to the movement. So yeah, we see a lot of veils, which remind me a bit of Lana Del Rey at the Met Gala 2024 in the Alexander McQueen tree outfit, which I think is beautiful. Yeah, honestly, such a beautiful show. Very contrasting colors, a lot of different colors, but it all tied in so beautifully. And I don't know if I can upload the TikTok I saw, like the girl who posted it, because I don't know how to do that yet. Like, I don't know how to add the video. If I can't, I'll put it in the link, because Genuinely such a beautiful TikTok. The credits to the girl, she had really good seating too. Beautiful show, beautiful designer, and this is definitely someone who I want to see more of. I want to see a lot more. They were founded in 2012, so they've been there a while. But I've found out about them very recently, and I want to discover so much more. If someone were to try and argue how fashion is not art, this is a designer I would immediately be like, look at this. You're trying to tell me this is not beautiful, genuinely beautiful. Next is Iris van Herpen. She's quite known now. She made that beautiful dress for the Met Gala everyone was speaking about. I can't remember who wore it, but it was beautiful, and I'm gonna put a photo, and like mechanical. So Iris van Herpen is mostly known for her inspiration, which is nature, and which you can so obviously see in all of her pieces. She does beautiful pieces, completely outlandish and haute couture. Genuinely, this is how I want to define haute couture. I'm particularly fond of her fall 2024 couture collection, which she shows to display by hanging the models as if they were genuine art pieces. Again, exemplifying that fashion is art, and you don't need to be hangable on some kind of wall in order to be a valuable and completely serious piece of art. Beautiful. The models worked with that so well too. She's the one who did. She also did Dove Cameron's Met Gala. Like I think that drew a lot of attention, and I love that whole collection. That was the fall 2022 collection. Was all the fine detail and boning, and it's incredible. And I love the way you see her nature, like her inspiration that she draws it from nature, but she brings such elegance and haute couture to it, and you really see this unimaginable link between fashion and nature, as in the boning, for instance, that we know in corsets or that we see in her pieces, and the way she managed to create something so beautiful out of something also beautiful, but that seems so common to us, and it's such a like flowers, okay, you know. Well, obviously I love flowers. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I mean something which seems so simple, I guess, and she manages to see, and you really see she has such an eye for beauty. Again, a lot of movement in her pieces, crazy structure. I also feel like her work is something I've never seen before. I've never seen other designers create anything similar. I feel like you see this a lot more and more where designers kind of mesh into each other, and sometimes you see pieces and it's hard to tell whose exactly that was. But I love that she's created such a brand for herself without falling into a loop of boring outfit repeating, which is completely okay for you, not so okay for a haute couture designer, in my opinion. So yeah, I love that she doesn't just recycle her old pieces, but yet there's still this thread and this brand to her in a way. Beautiful, beautiful pieces. And obviously the attention to detail, which we see so much, was the intricacy of the dress from the Met Gala this year, which I spoke about. It was mechanic. She made a mechanic dress. Hello? Insane. Insane, insane. I discovered her through the same friend who showed me the Vogue runway app, who also loves fashion. But yeah. Then a bit of a more obvious choice, which is Schiaparelli. I love Schiaparelli. I knew of them, but I properly discovered. Do I have it on me? I have it. I discovered them in a magazine, in a design magazine. Funnily enough, interior design magazine, and not a fashion magazine, which shows you inspiration is everywhere. Look for fashion inspiration in nature, in magazines, in all kind of art. You'll find what you're drawn to and what you love. This is Côté Paris. It's a big French magazine. They also have Côté Sud, but I only have the Côté Paris. And yeah, anyway, 2024 fall and winter runway, which was the surrealist one. I'll put the photos. It is so beautiful. I wrote a whole report on it for a uni application. I got into that school, I just didn't go. Just saying. Anyway, oh, the surrealist look is amazing. Again, you see the combination between art in the traditional sense and the way we know it, fine arts, and fashion, which the creative director Roseberry combined so beautifully. So I love also the way that they managed to take surrealism, which is a very, very well known and deservingly so art style, which I love. And they took it and they incorporated it in a chic way. And some of the pieces, I'm almost disappointed they're not from the Prêt-à-Porter collection, because Well, okay, I would probably not go out wearing this, but I wish I could. I genuinely wish I could. If I had the money, if I was some big celebrity going on a catwalk, I would love to wear some Schiaparelli. I'm just saying this. If they ever find this video, Met 2025, sign me up. I'm a size S, by the way. Anyway. Oh, and I loved in this collection also, I love the way they combine the surrealist elements with elements of that are in style, things that we would wear. So you have the contrast between, for instance, the one looks still the same one. You see this style, which you've seen a lot on TikTok, with the small top, big bottoms, and they took it to the extreme with a top that's literally spray painted on an unnaturally big skirt. I love that. I love how they managed, like he managed to combine one of the most monumental art movement with haute couture and with everyday fashion rules from like the 21st century. I think it's such a beautiful collection, as well as the belly piercing. Hello, the outlandish, beautiful. And the intention of the show was to create the surrealist version of a woman's essential closet, and he did that so well. You see this with these some. Even the more simple looking looks have these surrealist elements which really tie everything in together. And I saw this legitimately a year and a half ago, and I'm still marveling at it. I still think about it so often, and I think that is such a sign of true beautiful design and art and craftsmanship in fashion, when something strikes you so much and you think about it and you keep thinking about it, and that's how you know you've created something different and not every other runway, which Schiaparelli definitely hasn't done. Next, another a bit more obvious one, especially lately, she's been growing, which I love, is Sandy Liang. Beautiful. I love both her runways and love her collection pics on the Vogue app. I'll add a few. Breathtaking. I wish I had a whole magazine, a whole catalog of Sandy Liang's work to look at, marvel at. Sandy Liang creates more prêt-à-porter, so it's a great way to inspire yourself if it is your style. I have a lot of her pieces saved in my Vogue app. Beautiful. I love the shoes she makes. I want a pair so bad. The overall style really reflects with how I want to dress. I'm absolutely not showing it today, but it is a Sunday afternoon. Cut me some slack. Beautiful. What I also really love about her, and this is more random, I follow Sandy Liang on Instagram, and it's so funny because she'll post literally 1 minute, she'll have pictures of her beautiful, breathtaking collection, and the second after, she'll post some random photo of her personal life. And at first, this caught me so off guard, and now I've grown to really love that about her. I really like it. Yeah, I feel like Sandy Liang did such a beautiful job at incorporating things that have been popular online, but doing it in her own style and in a way giving purpose to these pieces. Oh, I love Sandy Liang. If you want to invite me to the Met Gala, I would also say yes, by the way, or to a show. Oh, I love it. So much of it is so simple, but executed so perfectly that it all fits in, ties in, and there's something so warm in a way to me about her pieces. And genuinely, I would have an entire closet full of Sandy Liang if I could afford to do so. Oh, beautiful piece. Finally, and this is a super recent discovery for me, but this kind of blew up online, so if you've seen it, duh. And this is Robert Vun. I'm not entirely sure. I'm so sorry. And I particularly want to talk about how he did the 4 layers of a human. Within his last collection, 4 of his models all wore pieces inspired by the human. One was the skin, the flesh, the bones, and then finally the soul. And the soul, when I saw it walk down that catwalk, something in mine metamorphosis. Something changed in me. He also did the 4 seasons, beautiful. His entire collection is beautiful. It's dark, it's rich, it's very. I felt so drawn into his pieces. Again, I'm so sorry. How can after this video, how are you trying to argue that fashion isn't art? Fashion is art. Fashion might be one of the more important parts of art because fashion surrounds us. This is an art we are faced with every day and which doesn't deal in a way with the same elitism as other arts do, because even if you don't have financial access to it, as into wearing it, you see it, you can, come on, please. And I would sell at least one, if not both kidneys to see one of his shows as well. any of the artists and designers on this list, please. I hope this has inspired you either to look up some of these designers, look at their work, to download the Vogue app, discover your own designers, or to think more about why you like the designers you like, what exactly drew your attention in catwalks you might have seen or seen photos or videos of. Let me know your favorite designers, some designers who have struck you recently. Please, 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 please let me know. I'd love to discover more, and maybe I could do a video incorporating different ones soon. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And my Instagram is in the bio. My Instagram's private still because I get shy. But if I if I assume you came from YouTube, I'll accept you. Anyway, sending so much love. Thank you. Bye bye.